Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling one of the most debated topics in nutrition, red meat. Some say it's a vital source of nutrients that humans have eaten for thousands of years. Others say it's a ticking time bomb for your heart, gut, and overall health. So what's the truth? Is red meat a health food or a health risk? In this video, we'll go deep into what red meat actually is, its nutritional value, health benefits and risks, processed versus unprocessed meat, portion recommendations, cooking methods, scientific studies, what they really say, and how to make smart, balanced decisions about eating red meat. By the end, you'll have a clear, well-rounded understanding, so you can make the best choice for your body and lifestyle. Let's get started. What is red meat? Before jumping into whether it's good or bad, we need to understand what red meat actually is. Red meat comes from mammals and appears red when raw due to a high concentration of myoglobin, a protein that carries oxygen in muscle cells. Common types include beef, lamb, goat pork, veal. People often lump all red meat into one category, but that's misleading. There's a huge difference between a grass-fed beefsteak and a heavily processed hot dog. Red meat is generally categorized into two types. 1. Unprocessed red meat, fresh cuts like steak, lamb chops, or ground beef. 2. Processed red meat, bacon, hot dogs, salami, sausages, and deli slices that are preserved using salt, curing, smoking, or chemicals. Understanding this distinction is crucial because the health effects vary dramatically between the two. The nutritional benefits of red meat. Let's talk about why red meat became such a dietary staple. Red meat is nutrient-rich, and here's what it brings to the table. Protein. High-quality, complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids for muscle growth, immune health, and cellular repair. Iron, especially heme iron, which is far more bioavailable than non-heme iron from plants. Crucial for preventing anemia. Vitamin B12. Important for nerve health, red blood cell production, and DNA synthesis. Zinc boosts immunity, wound healing, and hormone regulation. Selenium supports metabolism and protects cells from damage. Creatine and carnosine, found only in meat, these compounds support brain and muscle performance. Red meat also helps with satiety, helps you feel full, reducing overeating. Muscle preservation, especially important for seniors or people with low calorie intake. Cognitive function, nutrients like B12 and iron are vital for mental clarity and focus. So yes, red meat has real benefits, especially in populations where nutrient deficiencies are common. The key issue? How much and what type you're eating. The health risks. Now we turn to the concerns. Many studies suggest a link between high red meat consumption and various health risks: cardiovascular disease, colorectal cancer, type 2 diabetes, inflammation, shorter lifespan in some population studies. But here's what's important. Most of these studies are observational. That means they find a correlation, not direct causation. In fact, people who eat a lot of red meat often have other lifestyle habits, like smoking, low vegetable intake, poor sleep, and less physical activity, that may explain the health outcomes. Also, most negative findings are linked to processed red meats, overconsumption, burnt or charred meat, low fiber intake alongside meat. Red meat isn't inherently bad. It becomes risky in the wrong context and in excessive amounts. Processed versus unprocessed. Not all meat is equal. This is where many people get confused. Let's compare. Processed red meats include bacon, sausages, hot dogs, salami, and lunch meats, often preserved using nitrates, nitrites, or smoking. High in sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives, linked strongly with colon cancer and heart disease. The World Health Organization classifies processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen. That means there's strong evidence it causes cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. Unprocessed red meats. Fresh cuts like steak, roast, ground beef, lamb. Contain no preservatives. provide high nutritional value associated with far lower risks, especially when consumed in moderation and with plant-based foods. So if you're going to eat red meat, go for the fresh, unprocessed kind, and avoid the deli aisle when you can. How much red meat is safe? Now, let's address a big question. How much is too much? Most health authorities recommend no more than 350 to 500 grams, 12 to 18 ounces, of cooked red meat per week. That's roughly 2 to 3 palm-sized servings. The key here is moderation, not elimination. Red meat should be part of a balanced diet, not the centerpiece every day. Aim for variety. Include fish, poultry, legumes, and plant-based proteins in your rotation. Use red meat to complement your meal, not dominate it. Also, balance red meat with high-fiber foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Fiber helps with digestion and may reduce cancer risks. Cooking methods matter a lot. It's not just what you eat, it's how you cook it. Cooking meat at high temperatures, especially grilling, frying, or barbecuing, can produce harmful compounds, heterocyclic amines, HCAs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. These compounds have been linked to increased cancer risk. To reduce risk, avoid charring or burning meat. Use lower cooking temperatures. Marinate meat before cooking, especially with lemon, herbs, or vinegar. Opt for boiling, stewing, or slow cooking. Also, try not to reuse oil or overcook meat until it's blackened. It's not just bad for taste, it's bad for your health. Who should limit or avoid red meat? Red meat is not suitable for everyone in large amounts. You may want to limit your intake if you have a family history of colon cancer, suffer from heart disease or high cholesterol, have autoimmune or inflammatory conditions, have kidney disease or compromised digestion. Also, people following religious or ethical dietary systems like vegetarianism, veganism, or specific religious guidelines may opt out for non-health reasons, which is totally valid. If you choose to limit or avoid red meat, just make sure you're getting enough protein, iron, B12, and zinc from other sources. Or consider supplements. Smart tips for eating red meat the healthy way. If you love red meat and want to eat it responsibly, here are some golden rules. Choose lean cuts. Look for words like loin or round. Sirloin, tenderloin. Eat smaller portions. No need to go for the 12-ounce steak every time. Avoid processed meats. Reserve bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats for rare occasions. Balance your meals. Always pair meat with vegetables and whole grains. Cook smart. Use gentle heat, avoid burning, and marinate your meat. Most importantly, think long-term. It's not about one meal, it's about your overall dietary pattern. What the latest science says. In recent years, more nuanced studies have emerged, showing that unprocessed red meat, eaten in moderate amounts, is not significantly associated with heart disease or cancer when part of a healthy diet. Context is everything. In healthy individuals who are active and eat lots of plants, red meat's risks are minimal. Animal welfare, sustainability, and food quality are increasingly becoming part of the discussion, not just personal health. What's evolving is the understanding that blanket statements like "red meat is bad" are outdated. Instead, the quality, quantity, cooking method, and overall lifestyle matter much more. So, after looking at all the facts, is red meat good or bad for your health? Here's the truth. Red meat is nutrient-rich, satisfying, and can be part of a healthy lifestyle when consumed in moderation, chosen from unprocessed sources, cooked properly, balanced with fiber-rich plant-based foods. The real danger comes from overconsumption, processed meats, unhealthy cooking methods, neglecting plant foods in your diet. In the end, red meat isn't the enemy. Excess, imbalance, and poor food choices are. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed nutrition videos every week. Thanks for watching, and as always, eat smart, live strong, and take care of yourself.